What's up, YouTube? Serious King Cobra JFS with another video. Thank you all for wishing me a happy birthday on the 26th of March, which was Wednesday. I'm now 24 years old. Yep. So I went on a date recently, and I felt it could have gone just a little bit better, but such is life. Now, being as I didn't have a car, she picked me up. I said, "Where'd you like to go to eat?" And where to pick the restaurant. And went to the restaurant, everything's cool, we're sitting down there, we ordered our food, we got our drinks, sitting there talking. Yeah, we don't have that much in common, but we're still making it work, at least seeing what happens. And the food gets here, we're sitting there waiting, and then as the food's leaving, we're contemplating dessert, and as we're contemplating dessert, I managed to accidentally spill my drink in her lap, and I look at that and I'm like, that just happened, and I'm sitting there apologizing, like, I'm so sorry. And she goes, "Oh, no, no, it's fine, it's fine." And then she goes to excuse herself to go to the restroom so she can dry her skirt. I'm sitting there like, And people are watching this whole thing go down on tables around us. And I'm going to turn to these people. I'm like, "Hey, you got a fucking staring problem or what?" But I didn't say that. I just kept my mouth shut. I'm sitting there like, you got to be fucking shitting me. Well, she comes back and like, "Do you want to get dessert?" And she goes, "Actually, no, I'm kind of full." I'm like, "Yeah, me too." So then I said, "Well, do you want to go back to my place for a minute and hang out?" And she goes, "Yeah, sure, why not?" I'm like, "All right, sweet." So we get back to my place for a minute, and we're talking and talking, and we start kissing and fondling and all that good shit. And I'm like, all right. I'm thinking to myself, maybe this date won't turn out so bad after all. And I'm getting to the point where she's completely naked, and I'm almost naked. I'm down to my freaking pants, and I'm free balling on the date, so I'm not wearing any fucking underwear here. And I pull down my pants, and she looks down at my cock, and she says, "Oh, hell no." I said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, what?" And she goes, "That's way too big. That ain't going anywhere near me. Maybe for you, but shit, I'll be gentle." And she goes, "No, no, no, this isn't going to work out for us." And she basically put her clothes on and left. And as she was leaving, this is what she told me. She said, "If you made more money and your dick was smaller, I'd consider going out with you." Yeah. I'm sitting there, she left, pondering that for a second, going, well, you're lost then. And maybe the day would have went a little bit more smoother if I hadn't spilled the drink in her lap and shit, but whatever. Hopefully the next girl I take on a date it won't be so awkward. I actually got a gift card for the movies right here for $50 for my birthday, so I can save that for my next date night with a special lady, um, and hopefully see what happens then. Um, I think I would have been better off just cooking a meal at home. But being as I'm a bachelor right now, my pad is clean, but it's not like super, super, you know what I'm saying? Because the dishes need to be done, and yeah, I haven't been able to do them because I haven't been able to get one of those dish sponge things. Yeah. So come payday in about, see, if you don't count today, 4 days away, this coming Wednesday, I'll need to get me one of them dish sponges so I can get the dishes done. Um, so yeah, and I'm sitting there scratching my head, going, "Well, that sucks." I finally get to go back to my place, and the moment's tender and hot and passionate, and fondling, kissing, and groping, and everything's going smoothly. And she's grinding up against me, and dry humping me and shit, and just getting real frisky with it, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm enjoying every minute of this, and then she's down to nothing, and I'm almost down to nothing, and then, yeah, that just happened. I'm like, you couldn't tell if my dick was too big when you're grinding up against me, but you had to see it for yourself before you made the decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, YouTube. I'm like, that kind of sucks. So much for that one. But then right after, like, not even a half hour later, my friends give me a call and they're like, "You want to smoke some weed?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to smoke some fucking weed." After the fucking bad day I just had, man, and someone calls to offer to smoke me up, I'm like, "Fuck yeah, dude, that sounds like a plan." I'm like, that was the only way I could possibly get over that, man, because that was just, you know, because usually when you take someone out on a date for the first time, very common to be nervous and excited, at the prospect of a new relationship, possible new relationship. You know what I'm saying? And then to have the drink incident happen, I'm just like, okay, that just happened. And it certainly didn't help the fact that people were staring at us when it all went down. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, you got a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I literally wanted to turn around to them and say, you got a fucking staring problem or what? But I didn't do that because I would have been rude. So they eventually turned back to the meal and continued on talking and chit-chattering and eating and clinking of the forks and shit. And, I paid the bill and left a decent tip, and then I'm fucking out the door with her. And I'm thinking, we sit there, we continue to talk for a minute, while we're driving back to my place. And I'm thinking, well, she wants to come back with me to my place, then maybe the date wasn't a complete loss, right? And yeah, I'm like, well, that kind of sucks because all that build up for nothing, man. They get me all fucking worked up and shit. I'm having an OCD moment. I noticed the comforter in my bed wasn't completely straightened out and pulled down nice and neat. Okay, there we go. Um, yeah, so that was, and when I got really stoned later on that day, I thought to myself, well, this is at least progress because when I was in junior high and high school, I couldn't even get a girl to notice me. So now that I'm able to take girls out on dates and stuff, that's at least a good start. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? Shit. A picture, if you will. I'm sitting there, and my face literally almost turned red. I was so fucking embarrassed, dude. I'm like, well, that's a great way to make a first impression. Shows her how clumsy you are. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very self-conscious about my clumsiness. There's times I do stupid shit, and I ask myself, how the fuck did that just happen? Now, literally, I'll ask myself that very same question. I'll do something so clumsy and klutzy and stupid, then I go, how the fuck did that just happen? Or I follow it up with, did Josh forget his helmet today? Something like that. So I'm sitting there like, oh man, that's just how I can, So I'm sitting there trying not to lose my shit over it. I didn't. I stayed very calm and collected, but at the same time, I'm sitting there like, oh man, that happened. Yeah. So if I know that's how the date was going to end, honestly, I wouldn't have bothered asking her out. I could have found a different girl. But, you know, that's what I get for trying, in a sense. So if you go from having a shitty first date, not even getting a girlfriend, and then your friends come by and it's like, oh, well, that made the day a little bit better. And right as she was leaving, too, she's all like I said, she was all like, yeah, if your dick was smaller and you made more money, I might consider dating you. I'm like, all right, sorry, I can't help you with that. I'm like, well, people might say things like, well, Josh, you can get a penis reduction surgery and get a better paying job. But I go, fuck that. One, I'm not getting no goddamn reduction surgery, man. I'm very happy with the size that I have right now, damn it. Size 13 and a half shoes, huh? You have to say about a man with big feet. But as I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, that's not the first time I've heard a girl say it was too big. That's pretty much how I lost my first girlfriend. I'm like, well, that kind of stinks. Deja vu moment. Not only that, but I've been fighting off a cold these last couple of days. Freaking one day on my birthday, especially, it was just the whole morning was nothing but sinus pressure and fucking earache pressure. I'm sitting there getting all kinds of stoned, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get stoned, and I'm not gonna let this cold get to me. But today it's not so bad. I got most of the mucus out. There's still a little bit of congestion left in my body, but it's not nearly as bad as it has been. So, yeah. Just fucking tired of being single. But nothing I can do. Nothing I can do about it right now. Mm. So, I pretty much have one option. That's wake up, wake up every morning alone, and then go to bed at night whenever I feel like it, alone. That's pretty much my option right now. You know, because yeah, that shit sucked. I really did. I'm like, you got my hopes up for nothing, ma'am. What the fuck? Despite the bad day, I didn't let it affect the rest of my day. I was just like, you know, whatever. At least I'm not one of those guys who they say it's too small. Then again, that's still it's the same problem on a different spectrum of the same issue, though. No, that's not. Look, I said, look. I'll be gentle. I won't just hit like a caveman. You know what I'm saying? But she's like, nope. I'm like, this stinks. God damn it. She leaves. I'm sitting there scratching my head like, that just fucking happened. Nice. Sitting there, all of a sudden my phone goes off, and I'm like, oh, you know. My friend's like, hey man, we got some bud. You want to smoke? I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to smoke. Come on over. You know. So start having a shitty date. You know, I have my friends come over and smoke me out a little bit. I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. You know, that's just the thing. Like, if you couldn't tell I was well hung just by grinding up against me and shit, then what the fuck? Whatever. Uh, you know what's bad though when you get a boner, you catch some girls checking you out down there. Just not even look at your face, just looking down at that thing in your pants, and you're like, oh, you a bit curious, are you? I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but I really gotta play a cracker like that, man. That is some whatever. And I'm sure the right girl will come along. I just gotta be patient and wait. Waiting game sucks, believe me, it does. But once she's in my life, oh, the wait is so worth it. Oh, the wait is so fucking worth it. You would have no idea. Like, I dream about that shit sometimes, man. Like, I just look forward to that day when it fucking happens. And, oh, yeah. But, whatever. So on my birthday, however, I pretty much, like I said, I spent all day getting stoned. And then I went to the bar with some friends of mine. And, I got a free drink because it was my birthday. I ordered a Jack Daniel's honey, and they did a double shot, and they mixed it with ginger ale, and ooh, that was tasty stuff. Quite a tasty combination right there. Um, and I definitely catch girls checking me out at the bar whenever I go. It's interesting to say the least because I'm not used to that. I'll tell you the truth. But all I gotta do is pretend like I don't notice. That makes them stare even harder. It's great. Like all I gotta say is if you wanna approach me and shit, talk to me at the bar, don't be, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not one to just approach when tongue twisted. I'm not the kind of guy that would just randomly approach women at the bar and starts a conversation because I have no confidence whatsoever. you know, if I'm just drunk enough, I might throw a pickup line here or there and see if that works. But generally, when I go to the bar, I'm not very social. I find a spot to sit in, and I'm like, that's my spot for the night. Sit down, have my drink, and shut the fuck up. Yeah. It was very convenient too because my birthday actually fell on a quarter beer night. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to quarter beers on my birthday. That's what's up. I had a very attractive cocktail waitress wish me a happy birthday, and they're like, thanks. that that was nice. uh, but so yeah, I think that date could have gone a little bit better, but at least I was able to go out and stuff. Like you see some shit like that pop off in a restaurant, you don't just fucking stare at people like that. That's rude. I'm just saying. There are some smart asses in this town. I tell you what. Sometimes I'll be doing a trash run, and halfway through my trash run, I walk across the parking lot at work. Someone drives by in their car, and they see me, and they shout "circle" out their window, and I'm like, really now? uh, like that's great. People are just real smart asses, I tell you. Uh, so yeah, a lot of girls will complain that guys don't understand them, and it's like, well, sometimes girls don't take time to communicate their feelings, and when they do, guys don't listen because guys are schmucks. But if you don't communicate with your significant other on your what you're feeling and shit, and you get pissed off because they can't read your mind or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. And then it's like, well, you expect guys to understand, but then they don't follow instructions anyway. They get some kind of project they got to build, they get to build or whatever, and the box says some assembly required. Typical guy will be like, instructions? Fuck the instructions. I got this. 10 hours later, it's not even assembled right. No, but yeah, not exactly the smoothest moment in my life, but there'll be other dates, and that's just the thing is I'm not gonna let that one bad date affect my outlook on the future. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't do me any good. It wouldn't. Um, But it's like, do you people want some popcorn to watch this scene with while you stare at us? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Uh, and it's just one of those things, YouTube, I had to ask myself, how the fuck did I do that? The date was going rather well, despite not having much in common, but we're still making the best of it. And then drink spills, and that kind of just, well, you know. It'd be just as awkward as if you'd farted, and yeah, that would have been a lot. That would have been equally as awkward. It's sitting there also. Well then, you know, or like when she farts and you just take the blame for it. I'm totally gonna do that on a date one day if that actually happens. Like I don't even care if she gets mad at me for taking the blame. I'm gonna be like, if it's loud enough for everyone, a couple tables over here, and she's all embarrassed about it and shit. I'm gonna be like, oh, excuse me, I believe I just ripped some ass. My politician's talking shit again. Huh. Oh. Because how many guys would do that? If you were on a date with a really cute girl and she just broke some nasty ass ripping ass, would you take the blame for it? I know I would, especially if it was loud enough or a couple people next to us and tables beside us could hear it, and they were like, ah. I'm like, sorry, people, I just ripped ass. I'm sorry, that was, yeah. But how y'all gonna get pissed off at somebody for farting when every human has farted at least once in their life? Don't be a stinking hypocrite about it. I'm serious, YouTube. Don't be a stinking hypocrite about farting. It's ridiculous. If you can't laugh at farts, you're not living life, YouTube. That's all I'm saying. You know, in certain settings, farting's just, it's fucking awesome. You know, especially when you're like really fucking stoned, and then someone in the circle cuts a fart, and then everyone just starts laughing their asses off, and then the weed's so good it's making you laugh twice as hard. And how the look on people's faces too when people do it is it's great. It's fucking great. uh, you sit there and you let one go, and then I'm like circle fart, and then we all start laughing our asses off. I'm like, yeah, yeah. uh, uh, so yeah, that. On a side note, Wyoming Normel is selling T-shirts to try to get an initiative started on April 20th of 2015, which would put marijuana legalization on the ballot for 2016. And I would buy a shirt if I had the money, but in the 4 days when I get money, that's when the campaign ends. So I posted the link on my Facebook page saying if anyone buys a shirt, I'll give them a shout out. And we only need like 40 more shirts to be sold. And yeah, I'm sitting there talking to people about it, and they're like, well, Wyoming's probably going to be one of the last states to legalize it. I'm like, don't say that shit. I don't want to fucking hear that shit. It's depressing. I'm like, if Wyoming can legalize gay marriage and get a lottery system, surely they can be okay with getting the reefer in here because this is ridiculous. But whatever. And being as I watch lesbian porn, I'm pretty sure I'm in favor of gay rights. I'm just saying. The idea of two dudes kissing kind of grosses me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, like ew. But any guy who looks at two girls kissing and says that's a shameful act, man, fuck out of here. You know. I understand that the porn industry has somewhat glamorized lesbian relationships and shit to a degree. So I get that. But for people to sit there and say they're against homosexuality and then behind closed doors they're fapping into lesbian porn, it's like, you sir are a disgustingly sticky hypocrite. You are a sticky hypocrite and you know it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so despite the bad date going off, like it is what it is. Shit happens. No sense in stressing it. Um, hopefully the next date I go on with the next lucky lady, or more like lucky me, because you know that kind of shit doesn't really happen to me too often. But yeah, hopefully the next date won't be as bad, or at least a lot more smoothly. Um, well, anyway, this is King Cobra JFS with another video, and yeah, thanks for watching, and guess I'm 24 now. Imagine that. Yeah, because my birthday was March 26th. Thanks for watching, and see y'all later.